Ramanand, over the years, you've mentioned certain projects that I've picked up, like brushing the teeth with the feet angled where the heels are lower. And recently I've started doing it for extended period of time, having the heels lower than the front of the foot. And I'm curious if you could talk about the benefits of doing that over time in poses and how it might benefit the poses.
Obvious physical benefit is that you stretch your Achilles tendon, which often is not stretched, and many people have that area very tight. And because it's a tendon, unlike a ligament, it is even more tight. So that's one obvious physical benefit. The other thing is to train your mind, something that automatically happens. And we discussed this the other day. What happens automatically is generally either not so good or even wrong. So for that reason, you want to counteract it. Often in a class, I would say, I have said before, that what happens automatically is wrong. But take that with a pinch of salt. You can't sort of extend it beyond a certain degree. The kind of thing I'm thinking of when I say what is automatic is wrong is, if I have no training at all to sit correctly and I sit on a couch, I would tend to slump. Most people do, which is automatic because mind, body are lazy. That kind of automatic is generally wrong. To lie is very easy. To tell the truth is more difficult. But someone who has got very good spiritual practice and would never lie, for that person, that statement would not be correct. For an average person, it would be correct. And you want to watch it, how correct it is. Now, if you go beyond that kind of philosophy or physical aspect, there is a deeper organic aspect, which can be called physical. But the heel extending, particularly the center of the bone extending in the heel, is directly related to the health of your kidneys. So having that reverse angle would be good because you will automatically tend to extend the heel. However, that relationship is through your nadi system. And while nadi is a very general term, any tubular thing through which anything moves is a nadi. So all the blood vessels can be called nadis, all the nerves can be called nadis. But in yoga, when we talk of nadi specifically, we are referring to something that is not physical, where there is some kind of a deeper connection and we know the connection through experience. But there is not a direct connection that you can't cut the body open to look for that connection. So that would be another reason for having the heel in the front. And I have a sense that if I want to continue talking about it, I can talk about it for next 2 hours. Because it has many, many, many effects. And while the curiosity is good to find out how many different effects it has, just do the right thing. The effect will happen automatically. In fact, the effect is best when it happens automatically. What you need to do is correct it first. Like if I automatically walk and my walk has never been corrected, then one foot will tend to go slightly out, the other doesn't go that far out. And that becomes my automatic habit. That is incorrect. That has to be corrected. But correct it sincerely in such a way that over a period, it becomes automatic. It doesn't go out anymore. I remember I noticed my right foot was turning out like that when I walked. And I wanted to correct it. So I would often pay attention to that. And as best as I recall, it took me 7, 8 years when it was automatically correct. Now that movement of the foot will affect many other things. What happens in your feet determines what happens in your pelvic area, which determines what would happen in the entire organic system. So you want to make that correction patiently. As I said, it took me 7, 8, 9 years. It wasn't that all the time in those years I was watching. But whenever I remembered, I paid attention to the fact that my right foot should not turn out so much. Later, my computer is talking to me without talking.